Hello students, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how you can insert a chart in Microsoft Word. Along with that, we will also look into how you can make use of the chart tools option available in Microsoft Word. Now let's move into the video. All remember that this is the table which we created in the previous video. Now let me ask you a simple question based on this table. Okay, tell me which is the family which is spending more on clothing. You're right. The answer is family 3. They are spending about 1500 rupees. Now let me put forward the second question. Which is the family which is spending more on groceries? You're right. The answer is family 2. But I am very sure that some of you would have taken little time to identify where the answer is. Isn't it so? Now, instead of such table, because this table consists of many numbers and all, rather than numbers, if we have some diagram, if we have some illustrations, which will help us to compare this data very quickly, then it will be really helpful for us. That is where charts helps us. Okay, now let's see how to insert this chart and how we can design the chart according to our preferences. Where will you find the chart option? Now in the insert tab under the illustrations category we have the chart option. Just double click it. Immediately you will get the pop-up window, and this window consists of different types of charts. Okay, you can find out parallelly here. Right. Now here what I am going to do is I am going to select the column chart. Now even under the column chart you have too many different layouts of the chart. You have rectangular column charts, you have cylindrical column charts. Similarly you have conical shape, you have pyramidal shape. Whatever shapes you are interested in, you can go for that particular layout. Okay, here I am selecting a symbol chart, and that is the column chart, the first one. I am just clicking it. I'm just selecting it and I'm giving an OK. Now don't worry, we have not committed any error. Immediately you can see a window here. Okay, this is the window which will help us to insert chart here. Okay, I'll show you. I'll give you a full view so that, okay, hope whatever changes we are going to make here, that is going to get reflected in this chart. This is actually a Microsoft Excel sheet. Okay, now this Excel sheet will help us to create charts according to our data set. So this data is just a default data set. We can make changes according to the data which we have. So what is the data which we are having now? We are having the 3 different families and their expenditure towards various categories. Here I am going to take only 3 categories for quick reference. Okay, now let's see. Just select this option. You can delete it by selecting it, and then I am entering as family 1. Immediately you can see here the change also. I'll show you. See here. Now category 1 is converted to family 1. Okay, now I am going to type the next family and the values in it. See here, I have finished completing the data editing. In our Word page, you can see that based on the data we have given in the Excel sheet, we have got the chart. Here the blue color column, it represents food. The rent, it is represented by the light red color, and groceries by the green color. Okay, now what I am doing, I am closing this Excel sheet. Can you identify that there is a chart tools option available in the title bar now? Now under the chart tools we have design, layout and format options. Now let's see one by one. Now similar to that of the table styles, here also we have quite different number of chart styles. Okay, whatever chart styles you are interested in, just click that style and that will get applied to the chart here. I'll show you now. See here. Okay, right. So, and if here you can see that by default there was a category called as category 4. I haven't deleted it. Now I have to edit the data. What I have to do is under the data option, it is available in the design tab. Don't forget it. Okay, under the data category we have select data as well as edit data. Here I am going for edit data. immediately again you will get the Excel sheet where you have typed your data. So here what I'm going to do, I doesn't want category 4. So either I can just select this row and delete it. Otherwise, I'll show you again, I'm redoing it. You can decrease the size of the table. That is, you find out a double-headed arrow here at the end of the table. Just hold it and raise it up. Now, can you find the change here? Category 4 is not selected because our data range is now family 1, family 2 and family 3 and category 4 is not included. So this is how edit data works. How the select data works, I'll show you again. When I click select data, immediately we will get the prompt window in the Excel sheet. And that will ask you where is your chart data range. Now, if this particular Excel sheet have more than one table, you have 2 or 3, 4, multiple tables you have, then you doesn't want actually this particular table. You need some other table which is placed here. What I have to do, here you can see a small sheet icon, just press that. Okay, now it is showing this is the data. But if my data is over here, I have to select this range. See here, now this is what my data source, but there are no data here. If I am selecting this and I am giving OK, as there is no data, this is how the particular chart will look. Okay, so if I want to again select my data, go to select data and then select the data range. Where is our data range? This is our data range. Okay, we have just selected and then press enter. And then give a OK. Again we have got our chart. Okay. Here you can see one more option available under select data. That is, right now we have a family 1, family 2 and family 3 in the horizontal axis. What is, as I told you, you hope you know how a graph looks. We have the horizontal as well as the vertical axis. If I want, I'll repeat. Horizontal axis move from left to right, whereas vertical axis move from top to bottom. Don't forget it. Okay. Now I want the vertical, or you call it as this is what you call it as the column headers, food, rent and groceries. I want this column headers to be in the horizontal axis. Okay, and family 1, family 2, family 3 as the column headers. So what I have to do is just click once this option, switch row or column. What happens, you can see now family 1, family 2, family 3 are now in the legend entry. So that is how you call it as the column header in the graph, you call it as legend entries. Okay, and food, rent and groceries horizontal axis. So if I'm going to give a OK here, then you can find the change now. Can you find the change now? I'll show you again. Now this option, the similar option is available here also. Can you see here, switch row or column under the data category, which is in the design tab. Okay, now if I am going to click this, again it is going to change. You doesn't want to go to select data and do this. You can directly go for switch row or column in the Word document itself. Okay, right now I am going to close the Excel sheet again. Okay, we have got the chart here. Now, if I want to change the chart type, I feel that I doesn't want this chart type, I wanted some different chart type, then under the type category in the design tab, remember this design, layout and format, they are under the chart tools option. Okay, select change chart type, and if I want a line chart, then give a OK. Can you see? Something which helps us to understand better is the column chart. Okay, right. I'll go for, if you want another kind of chart, like in the column chart itself, you want some other category like conical or pyramidal, that or 3D shape, we'll go for it. I'll show you. Right. Okay. Can you see here family 1, and these are the 3 they spend food, rent and groceries. Okay, you have a 3D effect. That can also be done. Okay, but I have restored to the original column chart. Okay, right. Next we will move to the layout option. Here you can see, before discussing about the options here, I'll show you. If I am placing my cursor very near to the blue column, you can see it shows it is food for family 1 and the value is 2500. But always moving our cursor towards it and finding out what is this category, even though here we know it is food, rent and groceries, I want the value. If I want the value to get displayed above this individual categories, how I have to do? I want to give the title of the chart. I want to give a title to this horizontal axis, a title to the vertical axis. All this you can do under layout. That is how layout helps us. If I want to, similar to the graphs, if I want grid lines, okay, that is what you call it as grid lines. They are asking whether we need primary horizontal grid lines or vertical grid lines. Horizontal grid lines, you can see that it is already there. Isn't it so? If I want primary vertical grid lines also, you can give it. You want both major and minor. Minor is the smaller grid lines. I'll show you. Major and minor grid lines, you will get it. Okay. Similarly, under primary vertical grid lines, you want major and minor. That also you will get it. If I doesn't want this grid lines, just select grid lines, go to primary horizontal grid lines and select none. Okay, then primary vertical grid lines and give none. Okay, now I am going to give chart title. Where is this option? Under the labels category in the layout, we have chart title. Just select it. There will be a small drop down button. If you click it, you will get 3 options. It will ask you, now right now there is no chart title. That is what none. Okay, it is enable. I need the chart title overlapping the chart area. So what I have to do, give centered overlay title. How the title looks, this is how, right? Within the chart area itself, we will get the chart title. If I am making it as monthly expenditure, you can do this. There are 2 different areas in the chart. Wherever we find our values, the horizontal axis title, the legend, all this you call it as the chart area. And the area where you can find the columns alone or whatever shape you are going to insert that shape, that area you call it as the plot area. Only in the plot area you will find the grid lines. Other than the plot area, you will not find the grid lines. I'll show you again so that it will be helpful for you to understand. Okay, I'm showing the major grid lines. You can see here. Wherever the grid lines are, that is what you call it as the plot area. The remaining area, you call it as the chart area. Okay, now let's give titles to the axis. That is also present under the labels category. Okay, I'm selecting here. Now if I want this primary horizontal axis title as family, okay, just family, select none. Now there is no title. I'm going to give the title, and how it is going to be? It is going to be below the axis. Immediately you will find a box here. Just double click it, delete it, and you can start typing whatever name you want to give them for the horizontal axis. Here I have named the horizontal axis as family. Now similarly I need a axis title for the vertical axis also. Axis title under the labels category, primary vertical axis title, we have 4 different options. First one, none. Right now we doesn't have any title. Rotate the title, and then you have the vertical title. Vertical title, from the top to bottom you will find the name of the axis. Then the horizontal title. Rotated title, I'll show you the rotated title. This is how the rotated title will be. If I'm going to give, if this is, all these are expenses, isn't it so? So I'm giving it as expenses. We have got both the horizontal axis title as well as vertical axis title. You can change according to your preference. Now here the legend. As I told you, what is the legend? The column headers, usually we call it as the legend. Here right now you have the legend at the right of the plot area. If you doesn't want it, just turn off it. Okay. But you want it at the top of your chart. Here you can't even, as we have given the title, it is not clear here. So as usual, I am going to the right side. There are also other options you can see here. At left you can make shift your legend to the bottom. Even you can overlay the legend it writes. That is, the horizontal lines will get extended. I'll show. See here? It is overlapping. Okay, but the safer side is to be at the right. If you want the values to get represented here, that is the rupees spent by each of the family in different categories, then what you have to go is, you have to go for the data labels option. There you can select whatever format you are interested in. Right now I am going for outside there and I am selecting it. See here, if I am going to change it as inside in, this is how it looks. So that also depends upon your preference. You can label it. Okay, even at the center, this can also be done. If you want the data table also, whatever data table we have created using the Excel sheet, the same data table you want here also, just click. And that, just click the data table and that will show you 3 options. Right now we doesn't have any data table. You want the data table? Yeah, it will show you. You want the data table along with the column headers? That will also happen. Just click it. Okay. We have got the legend keys as well as the data table. Okay, now again we are going to the layout option. Here you have an option called as axis under the axis category. Just click that. I'll show you what are the options available. Now right now we have our horizontal axis from left to right. Okay, now if you want a change, I want it from right to left. That is, family 1 should appear here and family 3 should appear. That is also possible. Now you can click here and show. Now right now it is show left to right. I want it from right to left. That will also happen. See here? Okay. But I'm giving it as show left to right axis itself. Similarly, if you want to make any changes in the vertical axis, that is also done. Now, as I told you, all the expenses are in rupees and it is given as 2,500 in thousands. So, I just don't want the entire number here like 2,500. I just want it as 2.5. But I have to tell in the axis that it is in 1000. So, here I can go for show axis in 1000. Show axis in millions, billions, log scale, everything is available. Right now, I'll show you show axis in 1000. See here. Okay, it will be 2.5, 2.05. That is how it get represented. Now I'm removing it. I'm going back to the axis, to the vertical axis, and I'm telling show default axis. Clear are you all? Okay. Now how we are going to make changes in the plot area. Whether we have to show the plot area or you have to clear the plot area, that can also be done through plot area option. Okay. I'm going to give none. See, you will not find the change between the chart area as well as the plot area. Okay, now I want the plot area to get displayed. Just give it. Now you can differentiate. This is the black color is the chart area and whatever gray color we have got here, that is the plot area. So that background also you can set through the background option. Okay, and if you want to insert a text box, that can be done. You can draw a text box. Just click here under the insert option available in the layout tab, and then you will get the picture tools immediately. See here, right? So I am choosing some contrasting colors like yellow, and then I can type family. Just typing for an example. You can, if you want any additional note you have to write about this particular chart, you can do it with the text box. Right now I'm not, I'm redoing it, I'm undoing it. Okay, so it's over. Like that of inserting a text box, you can also insert picture and shapes, and all these options are available under the layout tab. Okay, so under layout we have insert, labels, axis, background. Even you can go for analysis. Okay, this I'll discuss at the last. Now let's talk about the format tab options. Here, using format tab options, you can make changes in the shape styles. You can make change in the plot area style. You can make change in the chart area style. Now I have selected the chart area. If I am going to make move my cursor over the different styles available here, you can find out the changes occurring there. Okay, I want a very plain one. I can select it. You can also go for selecting the outline. I want to make the outline as green. Okay, that is done. Hope you can identify. Okay. Similarly, also see here, whenever I am placing my cursor outside of the table, your chart, not the table, the chart tool option will not be available. So whenever you want those chart tool option, your cursor has to be inside the chart. Okay, you have to select the chart. Then we will talk about the text. Whatever text we have, if you want colors for it, that can be done. Okay, see here, whatever color you are interested in, you can select it. I am going for a blue. Okay, now you doesn't want all the options, whatever we have done in the format, just go to reset. You will get the original style, whatever you have chosen under the design tab. Okay, similarly here also, when you select the chart and move the chart, that is really tough. Okay, for that what you have to do, similar to the picture, you can go to under the arrange option, you have to go to text wrapping and select square. Now move the chart, it will be moving along with your cursor. Okay, similarly you can align the chart, you can increase the height and width of the chart, which is found under the size category. These options you can done through format. Let's talk about the trend line series in the layout tab. Now, trend line helps us to identify what will be the values that may occur in the future based on the previous value. Now, if a company has to forecast how will be the sales in the upcoming month based on the previous month results, then they can go for such analysis and they can fit such trend lines in their chart. For them, it is really helpful. Here also I'll show you an example. Based on rent, how can you fix a trend line? I'm going for a simple linear trend line. It will immediately ask you on what basis I have to fix the trend line. Here I am giving it as food and then click OK. You can see the expenditure spent for food, it is increasing from family 1 to 2. Then it is again increasing to family 3. So such trend lines also you can use to analyze your data, give a analytical representation in the chart regarding how your data set is. Hope you got a clear understanding on all the 3 tabs available under chart tools and the options available in inserting a chart. So that's all for today's video. Meet you all in the upcoming videos.